72 points in the paint. And then the other night we gave up 29 fast break points, and tonight we gave up 8. So all of those things I think were really telling, and those are the things that we talked about really. And just the 72 points in the paint, and the fact that they had 2 37-point quarters, but in the fourth for us to hold them to 18, I thought was really, really good. And obviously the new guys, they contributed a lot tonight. I thought everybody that we put in the game did something that was really good for us. And, we shared the ball, and I thought we had really good ball movement, and, we had 32 assists. And then, to me, the other thing that was very, very impressive is that, to me, that was like one of the old Arco crowds. I thought the fans were unbelievable. I thought they were very much into the game. I thought they gave us a lift when we really needed it. But it felt like, one of the crowds that you would have at Arco, the way they supported the guys and the excitement in the building.
Alvin, it's been a rough season for you guys. Whatever it was, the switch up of the guys or just the style of play tonight, how good was it to see the smile on your guys' faces and them having a good time and enjoying themselves on the court?
Well, we talked about that before we went out. We said it doesn't matter what the situation is, that should we talked about 2 things: playing hard and having fun doing it, And I just thought that it was kind of a injection of just enthusiasm and stuff like that. And then obviously when you make a trade and the new guys are playing, they want to have an impact on the first game that they play in, and I thought they did.
Coach, that second quarter really started off big in that second quarter, and you ended up with 42 points. The first quarter, 37-29, the Timberwolves. And as I had mentioned, before the game, where you're going to find, those long-range shots. Harrison came up with 4 threes, I believe, and you ended up with 7 in that quarter. Can you talk about that second quarter? Because that's where things started to change.
Well, we tried to get out and run, but we also tried to play through, Sabonis also, throwing the ball in and having cutters and respacing the floor and relocating and things like that. So, for the first time out and not really having a practice, I thought we did a really good job of it. But I just thought we had a flow in the game where, it was pretty consistent tonight. Not that we were playing at some breakneck speed, but, we just had a consistency in our running and getting in space and doing things like that.
Coach, from just a new player, cohesion, chemistry standpoint, did it feel a little janky at first? And at the end, did it those 3 guys individually, did they exceed maybe some of the expectations that even maybe you had coming in?
Well, I think, like I said, the thing that we have going for us is that, those guys have been on several different teams. They're veteran guys that have been in the league. As I said, the NBA, there's not a ton of difference between, one team and the other when you get into half-court situations or the way they play. So I thought they made a great adjustment, and I thought our guys made a really good adjustment, playing with a guy that, we're throwing the ball into quite a bit, or we're trying to throw it into him quite a bit, and I thought he did a good job of just kind of filling things out, and obviously I think we'll get better in that area.
Yeah, Coach, what did you think of the on-court and I guess in huddles as well, communication that was going on with all the new guys? I know there's still a lot that they're learning, but it looked like Sabonis.
I thought it was good. I thought that, the guys that we had there, even guys that weren't playing, was talking to him during timeouts and things like that. So, it's a, they're good players and they're good guys, and I think they're going to fit in well with our team.
Hey, Coach, Sabonis really, he has great hands. Seemed to grab the ball no matter what it was. The physicality in the paint. What is that? How does that presence really help you guys? And what did you see out of him tonight?
Well, as I said, we're usually a team that's playing out on the perimeter. We didn't throw the ball inside. very much. But, we have a guy now that we feel comfortable throwing it into. And I think the big thing is, and I think you guys will see that he's a really good passer, and he'll get better at that as our guys learn him more and what, the passing angles and things like that. And I think he'll get better with our guys as they begin to cut and we understand what we're trying to get done in certain situations.
And how did you feel the Heat and Fox did together? They put up great numbers tonight.
Oh, I thought he was very good. I don't think you can judge a guy if he played well or not just by the numbers or what he scores. I just think overall, the consistency that he played with as far as attacking and being in the open court and doing certain things, and then allowing Davion an opportunity to attack also. So, I thought like I said, I thought we were solid as a team, and we made some really good decisions. And I like the fact that I think when you get over 30 assists, you're doing a pretty good job of moving the ball.
Alvin, you've seen Sabonis play plenty of times, coached against him plenty of times. Was there anything that surprised you, especially the way he ripped down rebounds and all of a sudden was leading the break?
No, I knew that he had the capability of being a guy that could rebound it and get in the open court and just make plays. We've seen him do that, the last few years, and I don't think you can make an all-star team like he has the last 2 years unless, you're pretty talented in more areas than just the rebounding part of it. But I think he's a playmaker. I think it's good to have a big guy that's a playmaker, and, hopefully we're going to get better in those situations as we understand what we're trying to get done and we learn him more.
You mentioned the emphasis of having fun. Is there an element of Sabonis's play where guys can cut and he's going to find them and he's going to set screens? And it just seemed like the offense had more flow. Is that part of the manifestation of?
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I think it's when you have a flow and everybody seems to be connected. I think it's easy to have fun out there. And obviously winning helps. As we talked about before, but. I think this team sees an opportunity that we can be pretty good and we got a lot of room to improve. So I just think it's a shot in the arm, that hopefully we're going to be able to capitalize on.
Alvin, these rebounding numbers, you guys end up with 51-34 advantage there. And then, also points off the bench, you get the edge there, fast break. Mike, does it seem like these are things that are kind of going to become part of this team's identity now?
I sure hope so, because, last night I thought Vanderbilt just kind of bounced around and did whatever he wanted to, and I thought we did a good job with him tonight. Obviously he's an elite offensive rebounder, but, I don't even know how many he had tonight, but I thought we did a good job of actually putting our body and blocking him out. And, as I said last night, when you're running on misses and not taking the ball out of the basket as we did last night, I think you have an opportunity to create mismatches, or if not that, the play in the space a little bit more. And I thought we did a good job with that. Like I said, not at a breakneck pace or anything, but I thought we were just, excuse me, I thought we were just very consistent in what we were doing.
Coach, how did Sabonis's dynamic passing kind of set the tone for everybody else on this team tonight, and I guess motivate them to move the ball around in ways we haven't seen?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right there. And I think what happens in those situations is that those kind of things become infectious, I think. And so what happens is that the next guy, as a matter of fact, doing one time out, I said, I think we're overpassing. We're passing on shots. And I love the unselfishness, but we're passing on shots that we shouldn't normally pass on. But I think they also understand that now, when they make these great cuts, that, you're probably going to end up with an easy basket on there. And I think what happens in those situations is guys are much more willing to cut. So, he adds a different element to our team that we hadn't had,
Just one question, Coach. I know we talked about Harrison getting to the line, but these last two nights, last night 12 straight, tonight 10 straight. Last night losing effort, but he's really doing a phenomenal job, getting to the charity strike. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, he really is. And, it's really tough when you play the type of minutes that he did last night to come back and then play at the level he did tonight. So, but I think what he's done is that, and he sat down and he's talked to people about it, and it's been pretty good as to, what you need to do to try to get to the line and not avoid contact, but kind of create some contact.
Hey, Coach, this might be a little bit too early to ask, but when you get a player like Sabonis, does your system change at all? Has that crossed your mind at all?
Oh, I think I don't think you can plug guys into a system. I think you have to make the adjustment to the players that you have. So, there's some things that will change, obviously, and there's a lot of things that we don't have to change because I think they can adjust to that.
Hello, Coach. First of all, congratulations on the win. A player like Sabonis, how effective on the Aaron Fox game and how his presence can make better the team on and off the floor overall?
Well, I think the main thing is that when you have a dynamic roller like that, it becomes easy, for Foxy and those guys to come off screens and let him be the guy that makes the play. It doesn't have to be the guard all the time. And I think Foxy is, I think he's really ecstatic about playing with him. He seems to be really, really happy because I think, like I said, there's some things that he brings to the table that we didn't have on our team before.
Any last-minute questions after running, or we got this? Yeah, I got one. We'll do two more. Just one more. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, over here, Alvin. Davion had somewhat quietly, or somehow quietly, a really good game, probably overshadowed just by everything going on. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. What did you see from him tonight, and how is his role going to kind of adjust with these new lineups?
Well, I think you said overlooked, but I think what's happening is that, he's putting up these numbers pretty regularly now, and I think pretty consistently. So I think what is happening is that it's becoming expected of him to have those kind of numbers. So that's why I think you look at the sheet and you look down and you go, oh, he had 17, and but I think that's a good thing because I think he's being overlooked, but he's playing very consistent basketball, and what you can't see on there is the defense that he brings to the table.
Alvin, Rashawn had started about 136 games, I think, here over 3 seasons. Decided to bring him off the bench tonight. I'm wondering two things, like, what do you think about what went into that decision, and what do you think about the idea of whether Domas and him can play together or not play together, and then your thoughts on what the potential is for a bench unit that has guys like Davion and Rashawn.
Well, first off, we'll explore all the avenues of who should be in the rotation and who can play together and things like that. This is our first game with this new group of guys, and so there's some things that we'll have to look at and evaluate and things like that. Can those two play together? Like I said, I'm sure at some point we'll find out if that can happen. And I just think everything right now is just so new. It's hard to decide, what can happen. But as far as when in the start, and we just wanted him to be out there from the start to see what would happen. All right.
It's good. Okay. You guys good back there with the cameras? Okay. All right. That would have been good too.
Peterman.
So what's gonna happen is this will just be the pass around. I get this
Across like both of these.
yeah, and then I'm gonna hand it. He's gonna say a few. He's gonna say a few words. So once he's done talking, I'm gonna get the mic back. Reset.
Sorry, I can pin it, but I can't unpin it.
Remove spotlight, right?
Yeah, remove spotlight.
Okay.
Pull that, yeah.
Because we have to spotlight it for the court.
Doesn't cut him off there.
Try to focus it. Yeah, hit the focus. Yeah, I think it's all three. Hit the focus button. That's for sure, that's the shot. Yeah, that.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Perfect.
Sit down. Guys, I think we had a good win.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the mustache?
Been growing it out for years, man. It's been a long process.
Being grown in
We good, Alex? We good?
We are more than good. Get off.
Have a press conference about your mustache.
The links you sent out tonight is gonna have a section with your answers.
Did you really stop?
I got to it now. Nope. You pulled us. Pulled us.
We're actually. I got it right here. I'm gonna use this for Monty.
And then we'll have that one ready for Monty.
Yeah.
They all kind of suck. They're not great pictures.
Oh, let me see.
I mean, you're in them.
Steady enough.
You look like you're really enjoying yourself with the last one, though.
What did you guys think about tonight?
It's fun.
Yeah, I haven't really. I don't think I've heard the ring that loud since I've been here.
Yeah, I fully enjoyed it. I mean, like, he's exciting. He's better than, like, he actually fit in better, like, thought he would.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of stuff. Yeah, like almost 5 players and hit 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Davion, like, 18-7-7.
I thought Sabonis was gonna get a triple double.
I thought he was early too. I actually wrote that I thought he was going to get it. Like I had that as part of it. I had to remove it. I mean, he had 5 assists in like the mid second quarter. But then he got in the head twice.
It was like below the eye.
Forehead.
Which other? Oh. Man, I wish I was going to Austin too.
Is this weekend? Or next week?
No, probably Friday now.
No, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is Sunday. Man, you know Rob Parker? I know Rob Parker. Who? Rob Parker. Used to be on ESPN from the state. Like before Stephen A. Rob Parker. He came here. He came in one game. He works for Fox News. He does. Well, he does. He's a co-host for Undisputed Field Goals, but he does with Chris Broussard. He does the radio show for Fox Sports. What is the radio show? The Odds Couple. I'm sure you've seen a TV show early in the morning. I forget the name of the TV show.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I gotta be honest. I forgot about Chris because he used to be like huge.
Well, it seems like he's been getting a lot less hits, TV hits after that Kevin Durant situation.
Super Broussard?
Yeah.
Well, he's had like 5 situations though where he was.
Well, that was like the latest one, right?
Yeah. There's a couple of guys who disappeared like him.